Hey, I'm Mr. Tom from the Center for Young Musicians, and today I'm going to be showing you how to change a string on your acoustic guitar. Now, generally, you want to change the strings on your guitar about every 3 months or so, depending on how much you've been practicing. But every once in a while, you'll wind up in a situation where you will be playing and you'll break a string by accident. And having the skill to restring your guitar is going to have you ready to fix that situation no matter where or when it happens to you. This is the guitar that we're going to be using today as an example. Up here at this end of the guitar, we've got our headstock. This is the part of the guitar with the tuning pegs and also the part where the strings are going to wind around. Over on this end of the guitar, we've got the bridge. This is the part where the strings are going to go into the guitar and be held in by these little round bridge pins on this end of the guitar. A very important tool for today is going to be this string winder right here. We're going to be using this part of the tool to fit on to our tuning pegs and turn the string to help us loosen and tighten it a little bit more quickly. And we're also going to use this rag over here to wipe off some of the parts of the guitar that we can't always get to when there are strings on the guitar. So that's going to help us keep our guitar nice and clean. If you haven't broken a string on your guitar and you're just changing a string because it's about that time that you need to change a string, then the very first thing that you're going to want to do is take your string winder, and with this part of the tool, you're going to fit it on to the tuning peg of the string that you want to be changing first. And to loosen the string, we are going to start to turn this tool clockwise. And when we do that, we hear the sound of the string getting a little bit lower. And we're going to keep doing that, turning this tuning peg on the string until the string gets loose enough that we can start to remove it from this part of the tuning peg that it's wound around up here at the top. Once you've loosened the string enough that you can get it unwound from around the tuning peg, you want to carefully remove it from the eye hole in the center of the peg that it was previously in the middle of. Next, once your string is completely unwound from the headstock at the top of the guitar, then we're going to come down to our bridge here on this end, and we're going to carefully remove the round bridge pin that's holding in the first string that we want to change. So on some guitars, you might need a tool to help you loosen the bridge pin, but on my guitar, I can usually just sort of work it out with my fingers there. And once you pull the pin out, you can pull that old string out of the guitar because we don't need that anymore. Once you've gotten the old string out of there, you're ready to put a new one on. So at the bottom of your new string, there should be a round metal piece that kind of sticks off on the very bottom. You want to take your tuning peg, which probably has this one indented side on it, and you want to put the bottom of the string into the hole of your guitar and then slide the tuning peg in with the indented part of the tuning peg facing the string so that the string is kind of fitting into it down here. And while you push your tuning peg all the way into your guitar, you're going to gently pull up on the string so that you feel that round metal part at the bottom of the string pull up against your bridge pin. And you're going to push the pin in nice and tight so that when you tug on the string a little bit, it's holding it in there. The next thing you're going to do is take the top end of your string and carefully fit it into the eye hole where your old string was previously on the top of your guitar. Then you want to pull your string all the way through the eye hole, and there are a few different ways to do this next part of the process, but what I like to do is, because I have a string winder that has this extra tool where you can trim the string, I like to take my new string, pull it through the guitar, And to remove some of the excess part of the string that sticks up at the very top, you want to take that tool, fit the string right into that little notch, and what I do is trim off about the top 5 or 6 inches of my string so that we don't have that sticking off really far on the top of the guitar and poking us. So sometimes when you cut that, it might cause your string to fall back out of the eye hole. No worries, just pull it right back through. And then the next part of the process is that you want to take the very top of your string right there, and using your strong hand fingers, you want to give it a little bit of a bend right at the top, just putting a little kink in the string so that about the top ½ inch of the string is kind of folded and bent off to the side, if you can see that there. Then you pull the string down so that that folded end sort of catches right on the eye hole and is wound around your string like that. Then, next thing you're going to want to do is start to tighten your string again using your string winder. So, in order to tighten my string, I want to turn my tuning peg counterclockwise. And with my right hand, right now, I'm holding on to the string as it winds around the tuning peg, just to sort of make sure that I'm feeling it bend around the peg and start to get tighter the way that we want it to. As you're tightening your string and hanging on to the top of it at the tuning peg, you want to sort of guide the string so that you feel it winding around the peg from the very top of it, slowly going lower and lower down the peg around to the bottom of it. After you've been tightening your string for a little while, you'll start to feel that it's starting to sound like a guitar string again when you strum it. And you want to make sure that your string fits right into this little notch that is made for it right at the top of your guitar beneath the headstock. And as long as your string is fitting into there the way you want it to, and it's starting to feel nice and tight, then you've got a new string on your guitar. Knowing how to restring your guitar on the fly is a great skill to have to keep you from getting into tough situations if you break a string while you're out somewhere, and it keeps your guitar sounding nice and new. Thank you so much for watching the video today. If you're interested in taking guitar lessons with me, Mr. Tom, go to youngmusicians.org or click the link below to reach me. And if you really enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And be sure to check out part 2 of this video, where I'll teach you how to tune that new string that you've just put on your guitar.